for the plot, but we all know it is probably not. Little chat with another slice of life. Biggles keeps talking about another villainess. And in trouble beneath the side of the Watashi tachi wa sorera wasurete guseki shimasu. It's the Biggles breakdown, another anime night, fighting over shows and the plots. It's time for the Biggles breakdown. Breakdown.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Biggles Breakdown. Yeah, I got to throw in some Lucy every now and then. Usually that's for gift subs and all that fun stuff, but we had to do it anyway, so welcome, everybody. I am Biggles Vets, and I am joined today by the one, the only, the Dommy Mommy Lolly Gooner Knight, Crimson Law.
You're really trying, bud. You're really trying, and I respect it. I genuinely respect it. But I don't know. At some point, I do think you need to just give it a rest.
You know what? I asked Grok to make us an anime, and it said Crimson will use his lolly cuteness and his dummy mommy seduction skills to take over the world, while Biggles yells, "It's all in my spreadsheets," and while Little Chad uses his best.
Yeah, I will proceed to piss off the entirety of the Hoodweeb faction by being the sexiest lolly you'll ever see.
Exactly. Hello there, and that was the character they made for the anime. Was your avatar? And I just thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was hilarious too. I mean, the avatar has way more hair than me, but
look at your little gavel.
Mm-hmm. I'm genuinely jealous that it thinks I have that much hair. No, I was cursed with bad genetics and early male pattern baldness. I just need to shave and be done with it at some point.
Rip.
Mm-hmm.
I have pretty good hair, but it's all over the fucking place today. I had headsets on all day without hats on, so they kind of looks like shit. But yeah, I need a haircut. So hopefully next week I'll have a haircut.
No, if I could get away with not wearing a hat, I would. But I'm like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, or like Tim Pool.
Bald? Completely bald?
Well, no, I'm not completely bald, but I lack the proper sense of shame in myself to just accept it.
Well, we're here to talk about anime. So what's up, everybody? Do you want to start with Witch Watch? Because behind the scenes, we were talking Witch Watch.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good place to start. Especially because I think this is probably one of my favorite episodes of the whole. And you were saying the same thing. Like, this is a really good episode for Witch Watch. It wasn't like super comedy centric or anything, but it was very, very heavily focused on Nemu and Keigo. So a lot of it was focused on specifically, giving Keigo a little bit of a boost to his ego because he always feels like he's useless or dragging everyone down. So he needed a little bit of a pick me up.
Mm-hmm. Welcome, Little Chad.
He's fine. He's finally escaped gay baby jail.
Yeah, it happens. Grocery shopping, doing like adult things, being a good dad, all that kind of good stuff.
An adult? That sounds gross.
Bro, this is an anime show. You're supposed to be a terrible father.
I don't have to go full original sin over here and leave my wife and child. But
well, as long as you beat them, right? That's all that matters.
I mean, I could go kaiju number 8 and just never be with a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, there's also you could go the Goku route, the Going Freaks route. I I mean, if you're really skilled, you can do the Endeavor run, but I don't recommend that one.
Oh shit! Yeah, I mean,
It took
that's-
everyone a little bit to register that.
best dad. No, I was laughing right off the bat. I was going to say, yeah, he's the best dad. You know, he burns his son's face and has the other one almost killed in a fire. You know?
It builds characters, as the Nick Rekieta fans would say.
But like I was saying, this is my favorite episode of Witch Watch. And I have decided I don't really like this show if Nemu is not in the episode. And we kind of find out that they both kind of have like ego issues, I guess, or self-esteem issues, I should say, not really an ego.
Yeah, it's more like self-esteem. Saying it like that earlier was a little bit unfair to the characters.
Yeah. So what I really like is they give him this ring because earlier they're making fun of him, like teasing him, but being nice about it, that he's wasn't able to help because there wasn't a crescent moon there, and since he wasn't transforming, he couldn't fight. So Nico gives him a little ring that like lets him fly, kind of, or hover. So he used his ice skating skills, which I thought was a cool callback from before we found out he was Wolf. And it was just to save Nemu. And I like how they have a better love story than like so many other animes, and they've only had like 4 episodes for each other.
In 4 episodes, the better love story than Kaiju number 8.
Exactly, which isn't a love story at all. So
you keep saying that.
It's not.
I keep seeing scenes from the manga where they were implying romantic entanglement.
Yeah, well then maybe you're not looking at the scenes right. So
maybe you're not looking at these nuts right.
Back to Witch Watch. Back to Witch Watch. I like how when she's the cat, she kind of like goes to Keigo and he's like not petting her right, so she like leaves. But she knows Nico's in love with Moe, so she's like, I can no longer be pet by him. And then at the end, she like runs in and just goes straight to Keigo because now she's in love and she's like, he's petting me, like. And when Wolf comes out, he's like teasing her. He's like, you were going to tell him, weren't you? And now she's like, no, oh, wait, I just like being pet.
I think there's a really like good dynamic between those two characters. Like if you're gonna do any sort of side romance, that was a great way to go about it because like I don't know, they're just kind of great together. Like Keigo's pretending to be like super cool and all that, and whenever he's like not trying, he actually comes off as much more appealing as a person than when he actually is.
When he's not trying to be a hipster loser, yeah.
When he's not trying to be a retarded hipster, yes.
Yeah. But I don't know if it was this episode or the last episode where Nico was a kid and Mowie's under the curse. Was this week or last week's? Because I watched 2 episodes this week.
Nah, that would have been last week.
Oh, okay. That one I was like, man, Nico was annoying back then too.
I don't find her annoying. It's just like she definitely she begs for trouble with everything she does.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is probably my favorite episode of Witch Watch. Little Chad, do you have anything to say about this Witch Watch episode?
I've just been enjoying the show the entire time, so I know you were a lot slower coming around on it for some weird reason. But you're getting there now, so that's good.
This dude.
Do you like him? Do you hate him more or less than Gigi?
Oh man, I'll take him any day. Any day over Gigi.
You see, Biggles just doesn't like women or like romance in general.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like that's the reason he didn't come around to it.
Yeah.
I'm starting to put it together because when you add in the Dommy Mommy fixation.
I just like the abuse.
And the aversion to romance. Yeah, he's
No. Biggles is that guy who is like, I like dominant women not because I'm into being led around, but because they're direct and I'm kind of autistic and I need that help.
I need you to tell me exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm retarded. But also, I forgot what I was going to
Holy
say.
shit, Biggles is the aloof anime protagonist coon in real life. He would have an entire harem of women throwing themselves at him, and he would have no idea.
Biggles
man.
would be the guy who
College all over again. What? Go ahead.
number 8 lore.
Nice. All right. So let's go to our next one. You're getting fat. I mean, my dress up darling.
I love the
Marin hit the
absolute.
wall.
I love the absolute denial she was in, like as she's like panicking and like putting all her cosplays back on
But
to
she
like
can't
prove,
shoot any
look,
of them.
I still fit. I'm still okay.
But it looks like they drew her face like a little bigger, like a little wider than it normally is for the joke. So that was kind of funny.
See, the thing is like I don't even see what the problem is. I mean, she still looks good. So
I know she's still like super light, but
yeah,
she's a
that's-
model. She has
that's
to
the thing.
be a
Like,
certain
for
size.
a regular woman, she's fine. But when it was the modeling agent who was like, "Marin, you're getting fat. Fix that."
Dude, I was laughing so hard when they first like say that she's gaining some weight because she's talking about Gojo and how much she loves that he got her this like bear or whatever, and they're like always hanging out or whatever. And the gay dude's just like, I want one too. Like,
I thought that was a chick.
is it a chick? I thought it was a dude. I thought they both were dudes.
blonde.
It's a gay dude. It's a gay dude.
I thought they both were dudes.
Remember,
why does
it's the same. It's the same dude that Goju got into the art you like thought was picking up on Marin.
Oh, weird. I know, but like for some reason they called him an old hag in this episode.
Because she's like an old lady.
That's because they're localizing it for gay talk, gay speak. They're trying to be localizing it for what it would sound like in English.
Maybe instead of calling him an old, yeah. I'm not going to say that on stream until I'm drunk, but I mean, whatever.
Are you going to say it's in the homosexual F word hag?
Yes.
French baguette.
Yeah, the French baguette. Yeah, so the white cosplay arguably looked even better. Oh, because they were popping out. All right, Marcel.
He was really hoping that strap would fail
Like
when it was like.
Okay, so what about the B plot, the camera?
Oh, I thought that was really, really well animated. I love that whole sequence.
I thought so too. How he just like it kept freeze framing and getting like a picture and.
Well, it was really well animated when they were actually moving, and then it would freeze frame on like the pictures that he was taking. So I thought it was really well directed and everything. I loved that whole sequence. I thought it was a really good one for that, that little character moment that it was.
I like how excited Gojo got when taking the pictures.
Yeah, I also think you can tell that this was one of the key sequences where the animators put that extra effort in, which is nice. It came off really well.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, this was a fun episode. I think it concentrated a little bit on like what kind, or the second part at least, what makes people or what makes them kind of happy outside of cosplay and Hina dolls. And then
eating.
Yeah, and eating. Yeah, that too.
Dude, food is great. What are you talking about?
I know, dude. I love food.
This is why I could never be a communist.
Yeah, because they die of starvation.
Wow, Biggles. Way to pick up on the joke.
Yeah. All right. So I actually have a shirt that says, I think it says either communism or socialism always leads to starvation and genocide. All right. So Let's now go check out the contender for waifu of the year. And it's
You-
really rocks.
You
What?
say contender, I say dominant number one seed.
Well, Hahari does exist. Okay. Hahari does exist this season or this year. So,
That would have been winter, right? If I'm remembering this correctly.
yep. Hahari does exist this year.
I might be. I don't know if I might have to go off the 100 girlfriends reservation.
All right, we'll see.
I mean, to be entirely honest, it's a pretty close matchup. If you're talking Hahari or Nagi, they're both great.
Exactly.
The difference is, like, okay, do you want the rich bitch or do you want the girl who's going to be autistic about rocks with you?
The rich bitch, because I don't want to do shit. All right.
But
Why
I feel
are
like
you doing-
you also, much like in 100 Girlfriends, I think that Nagi is going to end up like with an entire harem for herself by the time all's said and done. So
Nagi might have more girlfriends than Rentaro. I could see it. I could see it. All right, but so we found out Rui's name means blue glass, and then her other friend's name or her new friend means glass. So it's blue glass and glass, and then our two lovely college ladies.
I do like that this episode made much clearer where she's at in terms of her school career for Ruri. Because I know that a lot of people online are just falling into the trap that she's a full-on lolly, which is not accurate.
Right? Like, I'm guessing I don't understand what this word means anymore because she's literally a kid. I thought lolly was like adults that were like drawn
Okay,
like children.
so to get a little bit of like my own frustration with this argument out of the way, it really depends on who you are asking when it comes down to that, because there are so many different ways to approach this subject. Like you can go back to, like, okay, where did Lolly come from? Lolicon, Lolita complex. You go all the way back to the book Lolita, which came out, I don't know when, like the 19th century.
I think the 50s.
The 50s.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a kind of a catch-all term at this point. It can either refer to like actual little girls, because Nuki Tashi uses it to refer to little girls, but a lot of anime and manga creators also use it to refer to women who look a lot younger than they actually are.
So see, it's too fucking confusing for me. All right, but
And this is why it's one of the subjects that I do feel like I want to do a dedicated video on, even though it's probably going to piss off a lot of normies because they ain't gonna like what I have to say about the shit.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to go to... There's a famous quote from a Supreme Court decision when it was regarding obscenity, where the Supreme Court opinion was like, we really can't come up with an official definition of obscenity, but you know it when you see it. With lolly, I think it's hard to come up with like an official definition of lolicon, but you know it when they're playing into that when you see it, versus just someone.
I feel like the subject does require some sort of nuance, because like I don't mind when it's something like, I don't know, I believe Rebecca from Cyberpunk Edge Runners is like 18. I don't mind that, or like Tatsumaki from One Punch Man. Like those don't bother me. They're adult characters, right?
Mhm.
It gets a little bit more nuanced once you start getting to characters like Kana Kamui, who is only ever portrayed as a little kid, right?
Mhm.
So both sides tend to sort of lack the nuance. And my final stance on it, really, just to sort of sum it up, is I would rather deal with a lolicon than an actual PDF file, because at least the lolicon hasn't hurt an actual child.
Mhm.
Regardless of how you feel about the material, you do have to acknowledge that one is specifically referring to people who have an attraction to, I don't even know if you could call it attraction because some definitions of lolicon are different. But either way, it specifically deals with fictional material, whereas the other stuff deals with people who actually diddle kids and belong in a wood chipper in Minecraft.
Yes, Minecraft. So back to Ruby Rocks. I say Amari's ass got nerfed. It's not as firm as it normally is.
I have no idea where you observed this. Do you have a screenshot?
I should have taken the screenshots, but I got distracted and started playing games. And I say Amari's ass got nerfed. Sure, her hips got a little bigger in 2 scenes, but it is flatter. And that sucks.
See, I don't really care about Imari. I mean, Nagi is the one that I really, really like. Imari appeals to certain fantasies. I get it. But like Nagi with her hair up.
I could probably try to find it if you want to keep talking. Was that this episode?
With her hair up? No, that would have been last episode when they were hunting for sapphires.
I can try to find.
I think, though, one of my favorite parts of this episode is Ruri and Shoko becoming friends in this one, because like Shoko's kind of like ashamed of her hobbies, kind of. And that's something that I do genuinely enjoy, because for a long time, like I was pretty reserved about the things that I myself enjoyed, because, well, it just wasn't as cool, to be a nerd or whatever. So I didn't get as crazy into it with a lot of people. And now here I am doing live streams on the regular.
with a retard.
Yep. I agree. I really enjoy when the shows have those sequences, because they're very impactful. When you see like a child kind of being, I don't know, ostracized and kind of shamed, even if it's just in their own mind for their own stuff, and then finding the friendship and opening up. I mean, it's a very common theme in anime, and it's funny because they can do it where it's very touching in a show like this one, where I think they took the time to try to be emotional, all the way to where you get to a show like How Heavy Are Your Dumbbells, and it's done silly, where it's girls who are gym freaks who are finding one another and becoming really good friends. I think there's something to be said for a show, especially after coming off of Original Sin, highlighting that even in your moments of feeling alone, you're gonna find people that you can be really connecting with.
Oh, damn it. It didn't work. Okay.
And as we go from this really emotional, analysis of like in-depth, Biggles is about to bring up a shot to be like, look, her ass got flatter.
Oh, no. It's the other one for Crimson.
Give me a second. What do we got?
There we go. Her hair's
It doesn't look like they nerfed her ass. Oh, we were talking about the hair up. Yeah.
Yeah. Just for you.
I don't know what you want me to say. She looks great like that.
That's what you wanted, right?
I don't know. Yes. If you bring that shot back up, I don't see the difference in how they were animating her ass for Amari between that episode and the beach one.
Anyway, it's as far as this goes, like we were talking about, like, enjoying your interests and having people to like, talk about things that you are like passionate about. It's one of those things where like I didn't talk about a lot of the things that I was passionate about, because a lot of people, it's kind of my fault. A lot of people found it either like overbearing or too niche. Like I get really into things that I'm passionate about, as you would expect, right? So like in some of these shows, like seeing like these people basically have the friends that they get to enjoy like their niche, quote unquote, weird hobbies with. I like it. It's one of the themes that I always really enjoy, is someone is embarrassed about something that they really like and find people who are just good friends and accept them for it.
I also liked a lot that they did the thing in this episode where Shoko was connecting more with Amari, clearly. Yes. And because their personalities are more similar, whereas Rory connects to Nagi, and it's nice that you're seeing that it's not just Nagi being the gravitational pull, that Shoko was really responding to Amari. Like when Rory's like, "There's the really reliable one," and she's the one standing next to her, and she's like, "What I would have said that one is the reliable one." Because and then when she does the confession about her passion to Amari when they're getting ready to leave, it was just really sweet.
I like how she kind of liked rocks like a lot when she was little. And then they're just like, yes, we're going to have another rock girl. And she actually she sees Rui and she gets into it because Rui likes looking for the shiny stuff and the shiny rocks. So she's into it for that. And
Yeah,
then
and well, they make a point like Shoka never stopped liking rocks. Like she was reading the book, she was searching the beach by her house. She was just doing it kind of in secret. So,
and now she can do it out in the open.
no shame about who she is.
No shame.
Enjoy your freaking hobbies, people.
Yeah, unless you're me and you like the Mets, because they'll make sure you never enjoy anything. Fucking assholes. Hey,
This
but
is
it was
why
the
I
first,
don't do sports.
it was the first time they've won 2 games in a row in 3 weeks. So it's a miracle. All right. We have to talk about how awesome Isabella was in this episode.
Oh, that was a highlight of the week, to be entirely honest. It was such a good sequence for the anime.
It was like the intensity, the way like the camera movements, the zooming in, like the way she's bringing up like in the villainous style with the fan to cover everything but her eyes.
Yeah,
you want to talk about good character drama? This was good character drama.
Yeah, fuck those stupid nobles. I like how Monica didn't want to apologize because it would have made Cyril look bad. And she's like, "Oh no," and they're like, "Oh well, we'll drink up." And she's like, "Oh, this is bitter, but it's not as bitter as coffee, so it's no problem." And it turns out they freaking put eye drops in her thing. You know, like when Vince Vaughn's character puts the eye drops in Bradley Cooper's character in Wedding Crashers, and then he spends the whole night crapping himself. Well, they tried to do that to poor little Monica.
I thought that was Dumb and Dumber where they did that.
I think they did it in both.
They might have done it in Dumb and Dumber as well, but I don't remember Dumb and Dumber that well.
Either way, yeah, the big laugh of the episode because it's
where
kind
did
of
the
like
messenger girl go to the bathroom?
That's what I was gonna get to. Is the maid being up there for over a week is just funny to me. that was such a good way to end it. It's just like that little bit of a laugh there, just like.
How long have you been here? Since you told me you were gonna write a response and to wait right here. She's like, I was drugged and recovering. I'm sorry. It's fine.
How is it that the silent witch who was sent here to protect the prince nearly died of poison?
Good question.
Good question.
I also, by the way, when the messenger is recounting like the way the Lord, like, I heard him say, "What ha 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 ha,"
Which
ha ha ha.
She's like, he said it just like that.
Like the entirely apathetic way she does it too, just the ha 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 ha.
Well, the funny thing is, so I watched the dub today. I already watched the sub. The sub's better for this one, but I watched the dub while I was playing games, and she kind of tries to do his voice more in the dub than the sub, so it's kind of like even funnier. But yeah, this is great. She has now surpassed Dad in the villainous front runner for me for villainous of the year.
I love how she basically manipulated that whole situation to make the girl's punishment worse.
hmm And she's like, "You would behave like that in front of His Highness?" And just like, how could you? I told you
Well,
what it
she
is.
basically gets them. She basically gets them to admit to even more than what they had already been confirmed to have done.
hmm
Like she does that whole thing and basically just like strings them along into admitting in front of the prince that yeah, we did way worse things.
Yeah, and then on top of that, they also uh, His Highness was also pretty good there too, because he was like, "Well, without their help, we might have to send people, and by the time we get there, you're all going to be dead," basically. And they're like, "Oh no!" Like he's like, "Oh, go ahead and add defamation to the charges." Oh, so we find out the bad girl from the last one is actually uh,
Yandere.
Cyril's little sister. Um,
And
Mhm.
engaged to the younger prince.
well, not the Neil isn't a prince. I thought he's just a noble
I
who's
thought
also
he.
on the student council. Now he does mention that His Highness, but she was mistaken until she confirms who it is when they're in the thing. And I said Neil for Glenn last week, so correcting it today. Glenn is the wizard who's really, really strong. Neil is the other kid that was her dance partner. So I'll correct that. But yeah, Neil, because she was like staring at Neil, and I guess he kind of is a little fond of Monica. And she's like, "I don't hate you, but I also don't like you." And then she's like, "We're friends." And then she
Hey,
speaks all
we're
weird.
friends. Don't you think that we're an amazingly adorable couple? And she does the head bob. Yes, 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 yes,
No,
yes, yes.
like I said, she is a yandere. She is full on like the whole. I thought it was gonna be like a I'm obsessed with the Silent Witch and I think you're the Silent Witch sort of thing, like a total fangirl. No, she's just really upset that her fiance is friends with another girl. It is literally the other girls say you talk to other girls.
How dare you talk? Yeah, men, listen. Make sure you know your women before you ever have a conversation with another girl ever. You don't want to end up on the Why She Snapped movie or show or whatever the hell it is. It'll be a true crime story, okay? And then they'll listen to it and be like, "Oh, I know this story. I did it."
She'll be sitting there with her fucking like wine glass in a fucking prison cell.
Just listening to the radio about her true crime. Yeah, but this is such a great anime. I would argue that it's better than Clevites.
Interesting. I certainly enjoy it, but I think I like Clevitas more.
I mean, they're like neck and neck. I think because this one has a villainess, I
You're biased.
yeah,
You are biased.
I think so. I think that might be it. But Clevites is really good too. And speaking of Clevites, we're on Clevites now. So that shit was crazy in this one with
Mhm.
Clevites fighting Born or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. What is that guy's name?
Drell.
Drell. Yeah, Drell. I don't know why I was thinking Born.
Jesus Christ, it's Jason Bourne.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, maybe that's why Clevitis wouldn't stand a chance against Jason Bourne.
I really, really appreciated that they made him at least a calculating enough villain to understand that as a mortal, he had no shot against any of these beast lord, like the
Mm-hmm.
lords. So they had to come up with some truly unique method, which involved him using all of his blood as dark ether to cast the spell to bind the Lord and then also become bound to his own sword and
Mm-hmm.
weapon. It was cool because you just we've seen Clevitas like wrecking an entire squadron of heroes. We've
In
seen him destroy
seconds.
an entire capital. If he had lost to this guy for some like without something like this where it was completely out of left field as a way to do it, it wouldn't have held up very well. And so I appreciate that they actually came up with a good novel way to do it.
Blasphemy. Psh, no. No, this is a really good show. I just like villainous shows more. Um,
You need to realize, Muffler Tape, Biggles is legitimately like addled. Like this guy has the brain damage.
yes.
He got that brain drain, you know?
11 concussions will do that to you. I also really like this anime. But they kind of just like slice through some bugs. Well, or no, what's her new name? What's
Nellaru.
Nellaru.
So
Okay.
we do get to see Nellaru's super strength in this one. So
Yeah.
that's nice.
She just kind of pushed it, and so Crimson was right. So she just pushes the beam and just fucking smacks that chick with it. And she's like, "Where did that come from?" Wait,
Now, I 100% believe in giving Crimson all the credit, but they made a point of making it very clear that she was the troll body and had the super strength so many times before that.
I wasn't gonna say anything because like this is Biggles we're talking about. I was just gonna let it roll.
Like Biggles, you remember the part where she's carrying all of their luggage and
stuff,
when they
and
put
then
it
the
down?
other guys couldn't pick it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I said that last week, and you guys had to explain to me that they did the troll part, and then I understood what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
He is simping for villainous the same way I simp for MILFs. One is clearly superior, and it's mine.
I'm not gonna lie. What if they come up where you combine both of those concepts?
There is one like that, and it's pretty damn good so far.
Villainess
And this
and
MILF?
MILF.
Yes.
Reborn as a MILF, I may take my place as the greatest villainess in history.
No, it's like single mom villainous or something like that. A blonde chick, yeah. There you go.
Although the best title with MILF in manga that I've seen, it was on Manga DX, was something like "Kicked out of the hero's party. I hooked
So
up with the hero's mom."
No,
Yes,
formed
Muffler
a-
Tape and I have both read this one.
so it's I've showed it on here before, I believe.
Yeah, I formed a party with the hero's mother. Oh,
Yeah.
like that dude gets kicked out and immediately goes, you know what? I'm gonna go plow your mother.
Yeah, that's
And he
what
does
I
just
would do.
that. He does just that.
I mean, compared to what, like, if look, I've seen a lot of kicked out of the hero's party. If the choice is like go try to form a new party and maybe work my way up to revenge by becoming the best S ranked party, or how about I just go plow his hot mom? Which is probably the more fun route to go. I'm assuming. Well, I shouldn't say is the mom hot. I'm assuming she's hot. They clearly made her hot.
Yes.
Why won't this? I'm trying to. Okay. Here we go. Let me see if this works. So, betrayed by the hero, I formed a MILF party with his mom, and that's his mom.
That needs to be adapted into an anime just for the title.
It needs to be adapted tomorrow. Let's
Well,
get
there's
this
only
shit started.
2 volumes out as far as I can tell. And he has already fucked every single one of their mothers.
Let's go. Do it. We need it
Oh, and
now.
they're also all like stronger than their kids. So the dude has like, the best of both worlds. Like he now has a stronger party and 4 wives.
Yeah, man. He's
Hold on. So he's satisfied just banging the moms, and they're the ones who want to get revenge on their kids.
Yes. Yeah. He's just like, fuck those stupid kids. And they're like, no, we need to pay back our children for what they did to you.
There we go. Like it. Never piss off your mom.
That's awesome, because you want to become like, how do I know she's really ride or die? She's like, let's get revenge on my child for wronging you.
Yeah, back to Clevitas. Uh, so Alicia and Nellaroo are probably going to have to kick some ass next episode. I assume Clevitas will find a way to get out of there, but after Drell gets away.
I don't think he's going to get out of the way. I think she's going to have to let him out with the sword.
So you think he won't get out for a couple more episodes?
I feel like that is the direction that they're going to go with it. I kind of have to agree with little Chad on that one.
So do we think, or do you guys remember which direction she was going? Were they headed towards the place? Because now they're running from all the people.
Well, I think they're going to be able to pull something off where they probably through their iCore connection to Clevitas, they can probably. I don't know if they've. I think they may have hinted at it that you can kind of sense the presence of the person who controls you through the iCore.
So he might like communicate with her and like tell her to come there.
Well, I think they'll sense he's in trouble or start feeling like there's like that. Yeah, I don't know because I'm completely anime only on this one, but that shield might start cutting off their iCar connection, so they need to free him so they both don't die. There's a whole bunch of different ways they can kind of build up to getting there, where they're being attacked by the insect wizard as they're going to free Clevitas, and so they prioritize freeing him. She probably gets killed again in the process, and then he comes out and wrecks that wizard.
All right. Anybody else have any other ideas? What's going to happen?
I don't know. I don't quite know how to feel. I don't really like that wizard. Fuck him. He's a little piece of shit.
I hope he dies. I don't like his design.
He's a fucker. That's what he is.
He is a fucker.
I do like how you can notice the magic stones that are embedded in them clearly that are giving them their power sets.
Mm-hmm.
So what I don't know is if the magnetic witch is going to end up being, villain to ally kind of scenario, or also just someone who ends up getting killed later.
She can get fucked too. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of stuff that could happen. Hello, Chris Joe Max, and welcome. So we do have someone on the Rumble side. So in the pinned comments of the YouTube channel, there is the group for the Biggles breakdown. I don't know if you can just join it by clicking. But that is our list. If you want to join, we can add anime reviews, and then you guys can add yours as well to the group. And this is just kind of something that we will be upgrading every now and then.
I agree, Marcel. I think Drell is a really good villain. Everything they've done with him so far has been pretty good. Like I kind of discussed on Saturday, like I thought it was a little. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but there definitely needed to be some sort of power check on Clevitas in the story. So for that, I'm pretty happy with how they handled it. But Bug Boy, yeah, he's a little fucker. He needs to get beaten the shit out of. He needs to get the shit beaten out of him.
We'll see if
I condone violence against the motherfucker.
I accept your condonements and I endorse it.
I endorse your endorsement.
I endorse your endorsement of my endorsement. All right, so let's go to Dawn to Dawn. So Moe, whatever. I forgot what they say.
Moi Kyun.
Yeah, sure. What Crimson said. Yes. So Momo gets a job at a maid cafe, and Okaroon is gooning hard.
Okaroon can't even. He's basically like the hero from the Shy Hero. He's about to just like overheat and collapse
and pass out. Yep. Okaroon cannot hold his own. But you know what? We get romance in this, and this is probably another reason why I don't really like this one. He comes
Yeah, because you're
over at
big
the end.
gay.
Yeah. I mean, what? Okay, so back back to the show. At the end, he waits for her, and they go. And there's also some scenes with Gigi where they're like, "Oh yes, you got to learn to control it," and then Momo has to stop him, and so on and so forth.
This is one of the good things about this latest episode, at least from like my point of view and like the manga. This was kind of where like Ira's character really starts to turn around, if you ask me. Like she kind of starts to mellow out and work better with the group. It's not ever like she completely gets along with Momo or anything, but she's definitely less of a bitch going forward from this point on. It was a good way to sort of like, bring the character into the fold with like her sort of reflecting on everything that happened. Like, oh shit, my screw up almost just got someone killed.
Mhm.
I think more important to keep in mind is Okaroon actually looking to, up his game.
Oh yeah, because he's
Yep.
like ready to train and get better, and yeah.
Yeah, and Turbo Granny being like, I really liked the this is the moves, and even acknowledging that he's the least quick out of all three of them. Yeah, like even the girly over there is doing more moves than you per stuff. And given the way Dandadan is so interconnected with the music,
Mhm.
doing it with the metronome and going over like the moves per beat kind of thing, it's a very cool way to do it.
Mhm.
I'm really looking forward to Beethoven next week.
Oh, don't tell me that. All right, I might have to watch it a couple times. Which symphony, or is it just a whatever the other things
I
are?
don't know. I don't really remember what if like they gave any hints as to what they were actually playing. But I would assume it's probably the most famous one if they're going to be doing Beethoven.
Well, there's man, I don't know which one's the most famous.
I think when people think Beethoven, they think of the Fifth Symphony.
Oh, okay, yeah,
That
because that
da-na-na-na.
so the Fifth Symphony used to be like uh the default ringtone for so many cell phones.
Mhm. Da-na-na-na.
Which is funny because I mean, they use the William Tell overture so well in the. And I'm surprised that they're not going to go back, but bringing back Beethoven. I mean, not bringing back, but going to Beethoven is nice that it's different.
Mhm.
But I mean, how many times do they use William Tell? They did it like three times, I think, right?
That's the dun, 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 dun,
Yep.
dun, 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 dun,
The
dun.
Lone Ranger music, yeah.
Yeah, I believe that's just because Taro, and that's twice as far as I know.
Mhm.
Actually, no, it would be three times because there's the first one is the crab chase, and
Mhm.
then twice for Taro. Just like
That was my favorite part of the first season was that scene because of that music. So well, this one has that rock concert that was fucking awesome in the last episode.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Dragon
it
Force
was.
one.
Yeah.
With X Japan basically being parodied. I think that's their
I
name,
just
right?
like that they got the lead singer for Dragon Force to perform that song. They got him for that character specifically for that song. It's just great to me.
I love the transition with
Oh,
with all of them headbanging and then the ghosts coming from the grave to becoming
Hmm.
the giant audience. I am waiting to see if we're going to have the reconciliation moment with Gigi and the evil eye.
so it's
Um,
Ode to Joy is the Ninth Symphony. Um, what's the sixth one called again? I'll have to re-listen to that one to remember what it is. But I'm pretty sure like the 11th is is possibly Moonlight Sonata.
I feel like the 1812 Overture by Tchaikovsky would work really well in a sequence for Dan to Dan too.
The 11th one is Sid Kagano, right? Right? I said his last name right.
Sid Kagano, yes.
Yeah. The 11th is that one. But so we get Ode to Joy. So I don't know if you ever saw this movie with Matthew Lawrence called Cheats. They have how they're like, today we sing, and they sing the Cheats to Ode to Joy, which is the Ninth Symphony. And I am now blanking on the lyrics, but I used to know every word to that version of the song. And now I can't. Now I'm blanking on it. All right, that was their names. So sweet. So we get Beethoven next week, so I'll be excited for the episode, even if I don't really care for the show.
I didn't realize you were a classical music guy.
Oh, yeah. I also really like jazz, too. Yeah. Things you don't know about me.
It's just really weird because when I think of you, I think of like brain rot and brain damage. And then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I like classical music.
Yeah, I like classical, jazz, and then punk rock.
I like lobster, steak, and Skittles.
So we got a $5 super chat. On a side note, have any of you seen Love is Hard for an Otaku? Have you guys seen that? What is
Love is
that?
Hard, Wotakoi. I have actually read the manga. It's really good. I have it up on my shelves.
What is this?
I think, is that on Amazon? I forget which. It was like a random
basically
service.
the premise is that you have two like childhood friends. One is like this like kind of like aloof gaming nerd, and the other is a Fujoshi doujin artist. So like she's like the doujin artist, the Fujoshi, is really really nervous about letting people know about her hobbies and all that. And the guy is just like, yeah, whatever the fuck, like I play games, so what? And they've known each other for a long time. She's constantly trying to get a boyfriend, but every time they find out about her hobbies, they dump her. So he basically just like half like acidly proposes like, hey, why don't we date? And she just kind of laughs it off at first, and then they end up dating.
Perfect. So
it's great because they end up getting married and having a kid. So
I'm going to need to get a clip for whenever a lady puts in a super chat, because I feel like doing Lucy, unless asked for it, we'll have to find one. So I guess enjoy this clip.
Are you saying men can't enjoy boobs too?
No, I mean like we need to get one special for
Biggles,
them.
why don't you pull from was it why am I going blank? The Dress Up Darling, where she's dressed as the host and seduces the school president.
The Ray Sama? I can see what I could do for that one.
Hello, princess. Will you help me be number one?
But see, the problem with it is I kind of have to like, depending on how long the clip is, I believe in you, Biggles. Try. What would you want for your default one? Abe have children. What is that?
Shinzo Abe. It's a whole joke about how Shinzo Abe is one of like it's a joke about Shinzo Abe encouraging Japan to have sex and have children.
Oh.
I'll leave it at that. Do what you will with that information.
Yeah. So we could also do this one. Or this one.
I need to document the occasion.
Huh? No, you don't.
There we go.
Now it's just Biggles having fun playing his clips.
We could do the famous one.
I regret to say that I have touched myself to hentai with better animation than this. That shouldn't be a thing.
There you go. That's the ultimate clip, right?
Bro, Nuki Tashi had a better animated sequence with a dude fighting off a knife attack with a dildo than T-Bait had in its entire fucking run.
You know what? Who hasn't fought off a sword with a dildo? Okay, who hasn't?
Yeah, well, the dude also plowed this chick until fucking Truck Coon could plow her. So
There we go. Way to go, Truck King. Isekai'd or tried.
yeah,
All right.
there's so much fuckery with that show, dude. Nuki Tashi is
That is unhinged.
insane.
You told me about it, and I watched the first episode, and I was like, "Yo, I'm out. This is fucking crazy." All right, Let's go to Sword of the Demon Hunter.
This one got me. It was
This
sad.
one was sad.
Yeah, why you gotta fucking do that to me, huh?
Yeah, why you gotta kill a motherfucker?
Well, he didn't kill. He died peacefully.
I know, but
In fact,
he was killed.
he even got the picture of what like this would be my son-in-law, my daughter, and my grandchild.
Mhm.
He was fully at peace with his life and what he was as a father. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping that the end too, like the end was kind of sad too. Kind of hoping that they fix that very soon because that was sad as well. Yeah, that was pretty rough. It got me good, says Marcel. Yeah, this was an emotional episode, very character driven.
And then they just kind of snuck in Harlot, the harlot's real name, and her being married and having a child with her samurai husband.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good episode. I'm just hoping that they don't do the whole thing where like Genya runs away from Nomari.
His daughter, yeah. Well,
because like she didn't even seem like she was scared of him. She was just kind of confused.
She was like, "Daddy," I'm like, what? So hopefully he like comes back soon because he did run away. So he better fix that shit. You can't be a father that abandons his daughter.
Well, I think he did. He was trying to get away because the entire crowd of townspeople was there too.
That too, yeah.
He probably also didn't want to blow up his friend's spot because Ofu. Yeah, Ofu. I mean, she's a demon too. I mean, and he doesn't want to probably bring any extra attention onto her because people were starting to notice, like, hey, you're not getting any older, and we are. What's going on with that? And maybe, and that's where when is somebody going to start going, hey, Ofu, you've been working at the soba restaurant for 25 years. Why isn't it you haven't aged at all?
Yeah, so Marcel gives us a good point because they were talking about Kyoto, so maybe they'll head there, and he'll be back with them. So we'll see what happens.
I just worry because knowing real history, what happens to the samurai who did that?
Yeah,
it doesn't bode well for him.
So
they didn't. There weren't any more samurai Biggles after.
I know.
After
you even told me there was a whole movie starring Tom Cruise about it.
Tom Cruise wasn't Die Hard. Sorry, a little joke from my childhood.
He wasn't Braveheart though.
Tom Cruise wasn't Braveheart.
What?
Yeah. He was the little short guy. Didn't you notice?
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So very character driven. Fights that big motherfucker who's like, I don't know what that word meant. The one that starts with an I.
I mean, he looked like he was an Oni.
Well, yeah. Well, he was a demon. So are demon and Onis not the same thing?
No, they're not.
They're not.
In Japanese, this is a weird mistranslation, and I only noticed it because of like certain series and something that I like literally just watched not too long ago. But Akuma is actually a more direct translation for demon. Oni is more like an ogre.
Okay.
Although in Japanese lore, they seem to be pretty closely related.
Like Rem is an Oni, so
It kind of annoys me that like they call the two the twins demons because they're actually ogres.
Okay. Okay. I get it. Kinda. So, yeah. Oh, well, that makes sense because when you play Phasmophobia, there's an Oni and then there's a demon. So there's two different kinds. So that makes sense. All right. Anything else on this one?
it was just
It's really fucking sad.
it continues to be to me so much better story wise than Demon Slayer. I really wish it just got more love.
It's not really that hard because Demon Slayer's story is shonen. So like I don't know
This one
what you would
seems more adult.
I don't know what you would expect from something as shonen as Demon Slayer.
I know, but I'm just
No,
it's-
no
yeah.
disrespect for the show, by the way. I have the manga, and I do think like it's a good manga, a good series. It's just if we're talking about writing, it's very basic to say the least.
Mhm. It does do a good job with like some character work. The other Demon Slayer. Well, this one's Demon Hunter, I guess. Yeah, but the story is just like straightforward.
Well, it gets weird for me because one of my favorite bands is called Demon Hunter. So there's Demon Hunter, then there's Demon Hunter the anime, and then there's Demon Slayer.
Hey, when I think of when I hear Demon Hunter, I automatically think of Illidan from Warcraft 3. I love this one, but F you for hating on Demon Slayer. I'm not. I say it does good character work and the story's like very straightforward. I like it. They don't like it as much as this one. And this one is really good storytelling wise. Now,
Demon Slayer isn't pretentious enough for me.
yes, Crimson needs everything to be yeah, word. Give me a word.
You don't know what the word pretentious is? Seriously?
Kind of like stuck up, kind of. I don't know the exact definition.
Close enough.
Yeah,
We'll just go with that.
kind of full of shit. I don't know.
No,
Stuck up, full of shit. No.
basically pretentious and snooty kind of mean the same thing.
Pretentious and snooty.
Yes.
Wouldn't snooty be stuck up?
Yeah, kind of. When I say like, what the fuck is this?
Demon Slayer stuff. Wait a second. Is that the fucking paperclip from Microsoft?
Clippy.
Yeah. Is that the-
Oh yeah, that's Rolando. Yeah, he's got Clippy as his.
I love it. I love it. All right. So have you both seen Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl? Or
I'm still fucking behind on this one because shit just keeps piling up for me to do.
okay, well they solve a problem. So that's all I'll say, and we'll go straight to Gotcha.
Gachiakuta.
I switched to sub mid show. I couldn't take it anymore.
I don't mind the dub for this one.
It is completely different from the sub.
I get it. I don't hate the sub.
Like the characters kind of change how they act in the sub compared to the dub. So, or the dub compared to the sub. So they come off different in the dub than they do in the sub. But this one, that dude is like crazy, and then Rudo makes like this ultimate defense thing, and at like the very end, he figures it out. So
Yeah,
that
it's better
dude
Ultra
should be
Instinct.
super, super awesome. Better Ultra Instinct. Well, I don't think it would work against Jiren. because Jiren's just like, I have to beat you. It's not hostility towards them, right? And the guy just figured it out if it doesn't have hostility. So we'll see if he gets or gets beat up a little bit in the beginning of the next episode, which means it wouldn't work on Jiren because Jiren he doesn't have hostile intent. He's just like, I have to beat you so I can get this, and all I want to be is the most powerful, right?
Stereotypical Dragon Ball fan dragging out their fucking mid-power scaling bullshit.
I'm just saying, they said in this hostility, and I was saying that character that Goku fought against with Ultra Instinct does not have hostility towards his fighter. It's like how you use the Gojo thing, where if you stay in his infinite void long enough, you go brain dead. Well, guess what? That means I'll beat Gojo because I don't have a brain. Take that, Gojo. Fuck your power scaling.
I don't do any power scaling. Power scaling's for retards.
Yeah, there we go. Take that. But yeah, I'm just saying, based on his technique, I don't even think it would work on Goku either, because Goku's not hostile towards people. He just wants to fight them. He was even nice to Frieza, who kept calling him a damn monkey.
Well, he still has the intent of trying to, harm someone, so there's that.
Wait, he likes me. All right, I'm going to have to say something mean. I got nothing.
Just tell him he's Mexican.
Tell him he's Mexican. You're Mexican like my nephew. There you go. Ha ha. There you go. Did I do it right?
Just tell him silence, Mexican.
I don't know if I'm comfortable with that kind of language.
It's fine. I know the guy. He's cool.
Oh, well, that's okay then.
Also let him go several times and revived him. Yeah. So I don't know. Based on how it's described, I don't know if it will actually work, Yeah. Well, I hope he wins the fight because otherwise the show would end pretty soon. But I hope the staff guy's also alive.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be. I feel like that would be way too quick of a end for him.
Also, I thought this guy's name was Chris this whole time, but I guess it's with a G. I guess it's Gris.
Gris, yeah.
I thought his name was Chris this whole time. I thought they kept calling him Chris. So I switched to the sub and I was like, oh, it's a G. There was another character where I've only watched the dub, and then like the sub came out like 4 weeks before the dub. So I was watching the sub and I was like, that's that character's name? I can't remember which anime it was, but like the whole time I thought their name was something else, and it was like a J, and I thought it was like like something else that kind of sounds like a J. I don't remember. I know what happens. Well, you just said you were reading the manga, so of course you would know what happens. I am anime only on this. I'm not you and Crimson Lolly over here. Little chat, have you seen this one yet?
Actually, the anime is beyond now. Like this latest
Nope.
episode is beyond where I read in the manga.
Oh, okay.
I have not watched this one.
All right. So we
Lame.
have decided that our list of animes that we would talk about every week, to shorten it down, no one went there. I'll spoil it. You bastard. They keep fighting. Oh no. I knew that would happen. Shucks. All right. So
Rudo does a thing.
Rudo does more things. He's probably going to activate like another power and be like, haha, I had this power of AIDS. You now have the death by Freddie Mercury. I don't know. Something crazy like that. Who knows? Gives him AIDS, kills him.
I will now launch my special move,
The Bohemian Rhapsody.
You can break free from being alive.
You can't ride this bicycle.
It's a crazy little thing called HIV.
All right. Let's go to Culture Exchange with a Game Center girl.
Did we didn't get a new episode this week, did we?
I didn't see one. I
Yeah.
checked.
Yeah, I
I
think
saw that the dub came out for the dad
yeah.
episode, but that's about it.
Did you see the one with the fighting girl, or was that
that was the
Yes,
last
I
one
saw. I
that's
saw the
dropped.
fighting girl.
last week?
Yep.
Okay, so this was the one that people were complaining about that there wasn't a new episode for. I was like, which one are you guys talking about? But yeah, there wasn't a new episode of this. So we talked about that one last time with the fighting girl.
I haven't. All right, so I haven't watched the dub. How do they do? I mean, the
I
whole
haven't watched
point
the
is
dub
that she
either.
randomly breaks into English.
I
Like,
wonder if they
how are they
break
pulling
her
that
in-
off in the dub?
I wonder if they break her into like Japanese in the dub. All right. What object that would be your vital instrument? My dog. No, I'm just kidding. Let's do a clip so we have some time to think about it. All right. Did you guys think about it during the Lucy clip? Anybody have vital instrument?
I thought of a couple vital instruments, but in what like is this from the show that I didn't watch, so I don't know
Yes.
the context
Yeah.
of what
So
they're asking?
basically, a vital instrument is some like an object you care about enough to turn it into a weapon.
So it's basically an object that you really, 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 really care about. Something that's very special to you.
My computer. I'll use it and kill them all with it. No, I wouldn't harm you. I wouldn't use you to harm anyone. It's okay. I love you. Okay.
This seems like a trick question. Like if you're a gun nut, you're kind of
Yeah,
checking both of those things at once.
Yeah. You could use that.
Well,
there's
in the show, it's specifically an item that you constantly keep on your person that has some sort of sentimental value that you also take really, really good care of.
my Lucy wallet. I'll use that as my weapon. There you go. It's always on me. I could use it as a weapon. That would be my vital instrument. I also like Fairy Tale. They make fun of me. So there was
You only bring it up because you told Crimson he has to get 200 episodes in. It'll get good.
I think it's only 175. Calm down. Well, guns are an option in the world.
Pardon me for rounding.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah, I'm like, no, it wasn't 200. It was 175.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Black Clover takes 23. You know what? One of my biggest problems with Black Clover is like the first 4 episodes is 11 pages in the manga. And you're like, how the fuck did you do that? Like everything in those first 4 episodes are like filler.
Huh.
There you go.
You like an anime that has over 200 episodes. There's clearly filler isn't a problem.
I know. I know. Well, the funny thing is there's a scene where whatever his name, Psyche, something like that. Seke, he gets stabbed by a thief in like the foot or something. And the funny thing is, in the manga, they make him kind of be like, "Oh no!" And in the anime, he's like freaking out, like it's the worst thing. Why do we agree on Fairy Tale and not Don to Don? Oh, that's easy. It's because
He hates Gigi.
Because Don the Don's actually good. That's why.
Well, he was
Don
talking to Marcel, not me. How many episodes for K8 to get good? K8, Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8.
One.
Yes.
Look,
One.
we don't talk about
10.
Rent a Kaiju because
One.
it gets Biggles unhappy.
1.
10.
Well, it can't be 10 because even the fight against the vice captain is 7.
10.
No, he's wrong. Crimson's wrong. All right, chill out, Crimson. I love both. Because Gigi is annoying as fuck. Yeah, fucking Gigi. Fucking
Man, y'all
Rizzo.
hating on Gigi. I just think
All
you
right.
guys are shitty people.
Gigi is over here
yeah,
trying
those
to
sound shitty.
redeem the evil eye because he was a small child who was
Who deserved it.
horrible. In what way?
He just wanted to dance with those kids. And you can dance if you want to, but his friends left him behind because he wanted to dance and they didn't want him to dance with them.
Yeah,
So-
instead they tied him to a stake and burned him alive.
Exactly. There you go. That even worked. That worked. It was perfect. Well, that's because he's not talking. Latest chapter in GG Redemption. Much love to him. Just saying. Other than that, it's a bit too crazy stupid for me at times. GG is great. GG's annoying as fuck, but I think it's just Alec Lee, because he's annoying as fuck as Zenitsu too.
I do love how this current anime season has been slowly and surely pushing you into dubs instead of subs after you've started noticing some of the differences.
Well, some of the dubs are fucking annoying, and I'm going to sub, and I can't fucking read. Do you know how fucking awful it is? I had to rewatch something that's only sub, and I had to rewind, reread. You know what? You're annoying, Mets. You know what? Fuck you. All right.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah. All right. It's all good fun, though. I don't hate anyone other than fucking Gigi and Zenitsu. But Zenitsu's about to redeem himself, so we'll see if I still hate him.
Gigi and Zenitsu are less cucked than Kafka.
Kafka's not cucked, though.
Kafka is cucked.
No one is fucking in front of him, okay? Unlike Rent a Girlfriend.
She didn't even give him like a high five for, hey, good job, Kafka, for saving the world.
Who said there wasn't a high five?
Did she? Did she even shake his hand, give him a hug, give him a high five?
No,
Bro
they
didn't
weren't
even
really.
get a hand job. I mean, come on.
He got
No.
one from.
No.
He got him from Captain Army. I mean, but.
Okay, so Kaiju number 8 Dojinshi, that's what Biggles has been reading?
Yeah, apparently. So Kafka was over there renting his girlfriend.
He was renting the army. No, okay. All right, so let's go into Epic Fighter. So we get Reese's. We get Reese's. But he doesn't get cucked. I don't think you guys know what the word cuck means.
Yeah, it means Biggles Mets. And Kafka
Oh.
Hibino.
Boom.
I read the ending.
Thank you.
It was great.
Motherfuckers. It's not a fucking love story. It doesn't need a fucking love story.
I'm
You
sorry that the B plot of the entire manga was their relationship from being childhood friends that are so in love with each other.
If you think it's the entire manga, that means you haven't read the manga.
I said the B story, Biggles. The B story.
It's not even it's basically gone for like 60 chapters
Why did Kafka want to join?
because the kaijus destroyed his house.
And he made a promise to whom?
They decided they were going to join together, but Kafka would have joined before.
Wait. What was that that they were going
They
to join
decided to-
together?
Well, I
And-
mean, he was going to join before her anyways, and then she would eventually join. And if you watch, which part hasn't happened yet, she used to follow him around. So it was more she liked him than he liked her. Because he's
All you're
5 years
doing is
younger.
you're doing is giving me
a
all the.
first grader and a sixth grader were having relations together.
They're
which is
not-
No
fucking
one
They're-
said anything about kids fucking, you
That's
weirdo.
what they were kids. He's saying when she was in first grade and he was in sixth grade, they were making plans so they could be together, which it wasn't the thing.
Wait a second. Their age difference isn't that big.
Yes, it is. It's 5 years. All right.
All I know is
fucking
classic
ugly
anime
mother
trope.
fuck.
It's the anime trope where they're the childhood friends who make the promise to each other in their youth and then become a couple by the end of it.
And you know what? There's more scenes with that could be seemed romantic between. Yeah, but it is when they're first graders and sixth graders.
Who made epic promises to each other that they actually kept.
They'd go kick ass, right? Yeah. I mean, they fight together side by side, so they do get that. We'll fight together and be badasses, right?
And at the end, in the most consequential battle, I'm sure she wasn't longing for one person to come and save her or fight by her side.
Well, no, he was fighting. She was on a different. She was not even in the main fight until like the very end. She was fighting somewhere completely away from Kafka. Kafka was kicking ass by himself.
What's that? Look at that chat. But Mina thinks about Kafka a lot.
Yeah, I know. This is the same person who agrees with me. So you guys can go suck it. All right. Back to Ugly Mug Epic Fighter. We haven't got to Kaiju number 8
cares
yet.
what Rolando thinks. He's Mexican.
I care what he thinks because he agrees with me.
All right, we'll move on from
That
Rent a
sounds
Kaiju.
like a stereotypical-
The people who haven't read anything about it, haven't got to the end, are upset because they haven't read the manga, okay? It's like, I'm upset about Deku Bakugo. All right. I just want you guys to know Crimson dreams of Deku Bakugo. He's one of those shippers. All right. So back
Yep,
to
absolutely.
Epic
100%.
Fighter.
I totally approve. Mm-hmm.
Back to Ugly Mug Epic Fighter. We get them all.
So now we
different
have
forms.
Hero Aldine, we have the angel form, and now we get our little devil girl form.
Yeah.
And they apparently can't tell that they're each other, which is the stupidest thing.
They're retarded. I love how Senshi and Saika are just like fucking retarded. And Reese is like, yeah, okay. And then Sugar Ray, what is his name? Sugar Ray? He believes he can. Shigeru, that's right. He believes he can fly. He
believes he can touch the sky.
Yeah. They're good. No, he just wants to fly. The other one is fucking.
I thought he wanted to break free.
No, I was making a Sugar Ray joke, which is I just want to fly. Okay, but she can't put his arms around a baby or he'll lose 10% of his health. Okay, so let's
not if she's wearing gloves or if he's wearing clothes over. It has to be skin to skin.
There we go.
They established that when he was testing it out. Like, oh,
I know.
If we're wearing gloves, it's okay.
Yeah. So he never takes off the gloves
Yep.
because Saika will randomly grab his hand. So we get the casino. They go to it. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're ready to fight." The guy like sucks the powers out of everybody, and then that one guy who seemed really, really nervous, it decided that I'm going to go on your side. So we'll see. So is this an ugly bastard Doshin? No.
Not really. It's just some dude wasn't thinking and accidentally made himself an ugly bastard when he didn't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does give him the stats to be the almighty god.
Yeah, he is the almighty god. This is actually a really good one. Well, not really good, but really fun.
I did like the way he was working around because with the villain immediately knowing if you lie to him. How
There's
he's
a lot
talking
of
around
zeros.
it. Like, there's a
I
lot
have
of
a lot.
zeros in my stats. Yeah.
Yeah. I put him in without kind of thinking. And he's just like, he's saying all these vague things that aren't lies. He's just like, yeah, I'm going to fuck you up, motherfucker. And they're like, these are warriors. And they're like, use magic to destroy him. As he's like reading it, he's like, just like, fuck off, I'll kick your ass. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. I like how they're all in their forms and they're all kind of fucking retarded. There's a bunch of fun stuff with this.
It's a good show. It's got a little bit more character and story focus than most of these like throwaway isekais do. So I appreciate it for that, but it still is kind of a throwaway isekai series at the end of the day.
I kind of like how he bounces around and rolls while he's fighting because he doesn't want to hit them and accidentally like murder them, make them explode.
If he uses his powers, it just gets bad for everyone.
He flicked a booger and fucking the guy went through the wall. Like this show's fun.
It was your friend, a fellow hawk, a hero of justice.
The hero Aldine.
Aldine!
I love it when the girl shows up in her angel form. He's like, "Oh yeah, that's right. He hadn't seen her in this form before."
Mhm.
They're-
Shh, don't tell him. It's just so fun. I can't help but laugh at this one.
yeah.
There's a lot of stupidity in this one, but I will excuse it because it's fun stupidity for the most part.
Yeah, it's not bad stupidity.
And it's actually got a sweet kind of like message to it where they're all, I mean, as funny and goofy as it is, they're all very broken people working together to try to heal. So, which is, and it's weaving in some dark stuff like the backstory for the casino boss. Pretty dark. Like, he ended up murdering all the people who killed his family, and then he was about to kill him to self-delete. When the little window popped up, like, want to go to another world?
He's like, yeah, I'm going to go to ruin everybody's life there too.
Yep,
All right.
exactly.
All right, now for Goa. I mean, the shy hero and the assassin princess.
Biggles, do you have enough love in your life?
No, I have zero love in my life.
This is
Love
another
is
one where it's
overrated.
just like stupidity, but it's fun stupidity. Because under no circumstance should you have sent an anemone into the fucking town like that. But hey, let's just do it anyway.
She lost rock, paper, scissors, so she had to go. All right, zero times passing out.
Because he was like biting himself into
Yeah,
blood.
man. Well done, Toto. Well done.
He's figured out a cheat code for it.
Yeah, man. They're like, this is the worst place for him because he's so strong, but I can't. But he can't handle what's it called? He can't handle like
Romance.
intimacy. Yeah.
I love when they made Seal have to go in through the gate, and she was like, "I love go, you go." Like, I love you.
She's like dying on the inside.
And then Goa's having so much fun. I could feel the love watching Goa's boobas. Anemone's got them too, man. They might be the same size.
No,
Goa is bigger.
Goa it's extra large, and then extra small.
extra small. Inverted.
It is Happy Meal, regular, and then supersized.
There we go. But there are scenes where they do look about the same size.
There are, but I think Goa usually looks slightly bigger at the very least.
Either way, titties, guys. Titties. All right.
Yes, most certainly titties.
I like how Toto's like going through and tits, nice tits. And Goa's like, what?
That was a good Toto reference there. I liked it.
He blessed
I've been-
in Africa. Okay, but Goa's like putting him up against him, and they are like wrapped around his arm, and he like bites his lip so he can not pass out. And she's like, "We're newlyweds." And then with Anemone, he's like, "We're newlyweds," and he's like, and like trying to talk to them, but you know he struggles with like just talking to people in general.
Mm-hmm.
So it was really fun. I thought that was fun. And now
I'm just impressed with him. Putting up that much effort to not pass out.
Yeah, man, he's trying to
Like,
work on his.
I'm putting in as much effort as I possibly can to not be coughing constantly.
Mhm. He's putting in the work, man. I appreciate it. Character development. Let's go.
Character development.
Fuck yeah! Coming again to a next episode. Yeah, I don't know. That sucked. I'll have to come up with something better. But yeah, Shy Hero and the Assassin Princess is very fun. Very fun. I picked this one to talk about every week. So we'll see if Goa and Cyril start kicking ass. They're about to get sniped, but they caught the snipe. So I'm assuming Cyril like reflects the bullet, and then the other people come in that she told. So like the guards and stuff. And then we'll see if Goa just turns them into her chairs. Cough on these nuts, says Rolando. There we go.
Yeah, you wish, boy.
Turn your head and cough. All right. Little Chad, have you started watching this one yet?
Let's see. We got. Oh, nope. Have not.
Oh, man. This one's fun.
Is it?
This one's fun.
Is it? Does it have a dub?
It does have a dub now, but it's not fully dubbed, but
What do we think of the dub? Is it stupid, or do you give it
well,
passing grade?
I haven't watched the dub yet. But Lindsay Seidel, who plays Nagasi from Assassination Classroom, or Last Crusade, she plays Mies. Is the green-haired one is Miwa. So I actually really like her. As like
Nico is still best girl. Like, hands down, Nico is best girl.
well, I'm just saying I like the voice actors. But yes, Nico is best girl, and this episode is about best girl. And you challenges the guy who can fucking whoop his ass. And so now there was a training montage, and we find out that you was like, you can't use your dominant hand or foot, so you only can use with his left hand. So they're like, all right, we're going to teach you one side defense so you can learn to block all these, otherwise you're going to die. But he was so mad, he's like, I will fight you, and he can't do shit. All he can do is cook and clean. And then one of the episodes, someone said he's not even that good at cooking and cleaning. It just looks like he is because they're used to like getting the school food or whatever. Is that a tomboy with the purple hair? So she is an actress who plays a lot of male characters in her acting. But she's still girly. She just not used to acting like a girl. The tomboy is more the orange-haired girl, Nico. But yeah, so we lost Crimson. So Nico's like the karate one. Kazia? Crimson would see her, he'd correct me on her name. The purple-haired girl is the actress, and Miwa is the shogi girl. You'll take both. All right.
Well, I mean,
why not have all three? Why not be like you? So my network on my PC died. Good. He was being gay. Rip Crimson. All right, Crimson. We can probably come back to it later if you want. But yeah, this was a good episode. There's going to be a fight next episode. We'll see if Hugh dies. But Nico wants to kind of be with her friends and family. She doesn't want to go, so it's pretty cool. So I'll save this for later just in case. But Kaiju number 8 time. Did you watch this new episode, or do you not care anymore?
I pick it up when I'm waiting, kind of binge it a few episodes at a time.
Oh, okay. So
I don't fucking know what just happened, but I completely lost connection.
All right. Well, you said there was like a storm and cloud coverage, so maybe that ruined your internet
Well,
for a little bit.
I don't have satellite.
Oh,
So
well, I'm just saying.
I mean, my dad wants to get Starlink, but we don't have it yet.
There you go. Okay, Crimson, do this. Starlink's going to be the only internet where I move. There's nothing out there.
Dealing with the Mikado sisters is a breeze. I like this episode because it's really kind of putting a little bit of emphasis on like Miko deciding what she wants to do with her life for once. And she's going to be the one who's going to have to actually make the choice to either, pursue martial arts, which does make sense. Like if she really wants that, it would make sense for her to, follow that. But it doesn't seem like it's something she wants to pursue as a career, more so something she enjoys, something that she's good at.
And she was kind of like forced into it when she was younger,
Kind of, yeah.
So there's that. But I like how they were just kind of standing there outside the door. And they're like, how long have you been there? They're like, we just got here. And they're like, they totally were listening the whole time. Like,
no, I think it's a good, like the family dynamic thing of this is something that I genuinely think sets it apart quite a bit. Without that, I don't think it would be half as good. But the fact that it is so focused on the family elements is really good.
mm-hmm. I agree. I really like this one. All right, let's go into Kaiju number 8 and only talk about the episode because we've already fought over the same bullshit that we fight about every week.
No, we're gonna fight about Kaiju number 8 every fucking week.
Guys, I don't think you know what the word cucked means.
No, I don't think you know what the word cucked means.
Are you talking about the fact that his childhood friend that was the love of his life is not
All right,
banging
let's
him?
stop bullying Biggles so he can actually
There was
enjoy
he never says she's the love of his life, okay? She might have said he was, but he didn't.
All right. If maybe one day he can spend $500,000 on dating her to not get anything.
Yeah, well, if he did that, he would just be like whatever cum face or whatever his name is. I don't know. Fuck him. Who cares? All right, so this one is more. We've done as much damage as we can to him, but he escaped. Kaiju number 9 has escaped. They fought. Kikaru is now emotionally fucked up. There's the funeral.
9 is the one that has like the hat-looking face, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like this because there are certain elements to it that I enjoyed. Like when I read this in the manga, while I did think it was much more epic in the manga, at the same time, I feel like it makes some things a little bit more clear in the anime, like particularly how Narumi and Kafka going at number 9 really does buy them a ton of time.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like 3 to 6 months.
I believe that is correct. But like if they hadn't done that, like even though it seems like, oh, we failed, he got away, like they're the reason that the defense force was able to buy as much time because they just made the rejection response even worse.
Mm-hmm. And we get a hint of when the final war is going to start in this one. And that scene is going to be fucking crazy. I just hope it's animated fucking awesome. But we see the vice captain go up to number 10. I'm hoping 10 and the vice captain get some some screen time, a lot more screen time in this season. Because I honestly think this show could be done in 3 seasons.
You probably could wrap it up in 3 seasons now that you're this far in. Like, I could see that actually, being a thing.
Because I thought season 1 was going to end before he even goes to the fight against director Shinomiya. So
you're struggling here, aren't you?
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted.
No, it's a good episode, and I particularly like it because it is setting up for the final conflict. And I think it does that in a pretty good way. Like, they don't just like outright lose or whatever. Like, it's kind of a trade. And I feel like just like straight up like, oh well, Kaiju number 8 completely got or Kaiju number 9 completely got the better of them would have been, I don't know, kind of disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a nice little balance between both.
I like how he's like, no, let's make it 10 season with lots of filler. There is literally one filler scene so far that I can think of, and it's one of my favorite scenes in the anime. It's when the little girl tells Mina, but what about the good kaijus? That part isn't in the manga. And that was like 10 seconds of filler. But I heard someone go, yeah, this has so much stuff, it could be 5 seasons. And I was like, what are you fucking talking about? We're about to get like the training arc, and then the season 3 can literally be the final war, because One Punch was like 3 chapters. So
hey, it sounds like One Piece.
Yeah. Well, One Punch from so the last punch from Kafka to Kaiju number 9 is like 3 weeks long. I'm like, what the fuck? Just fucking tell me what happens. And then they're like, it's actually longer, but they throw in like a Kafka backstory in between like 2 things. Like, well, not Kafka, but like Kaiju Kafka backstory in there for like 2 weeks. So it was like One Punch was for 5 fucking weeks. And I was like, just tell me what happens. That's probably why you don't get the ending you want, because he spent 5 weeks drawing a punch rather than just making it like 2 weeks and then adding more. Like the last chapter was like 49 pages or something, and it just kind of like so on and so forth. But this one, the weekend number 9, they have the funeral. Kafka realizes it, and then it shows like Division 3 running, but I didn't see Iharu, or I don't think I saw Iharu, which is the redhead. And I don't think I saw Reno. I just saw these two, obviously those 2. We get a training arc with Kikuro and Shinonome, who is best girl from Division 1. Yeah. One Piece never did that. It probably did it in the manga.
There was literally the whole joke about how Luffy was sitting on top of that fucking roof, charging up a punch against Kaido for like 3 fucking weeks straight, while everyone else was doing other shit.
All right, so that's it for the Kaiju episode.
And I know this because I was watching people do chapter breakdowns on the fucking thing.
Yeah, but Kaiju has like 5 weeks of One Punch, and like 2 weeks in between it is like backstory. All right, so have anybody watched The Adventures of Paperbag Dennis, or Outcast Restaurant, as it's called? Have you guys watched it?
Not yet. I was waiting to binge.
I have not. Like I said, I'm just slacking at this point.
All right, so you meet Dennis's mom, and if you want more, you can go watch all my videos. It will take you like 12 minutes to get through all of them, and you'll be caught up. Or actually,
why would I
14
bother
minutes, 'cause
watching
there's 7.
the anime if I can just, have Biggles explain it to me?
Yeah, because I need you to figure out shit that I can't pick up. And it was an epic 5 weeks. It was, I was like, man, get fucking done with the punch. I need to know what's happening. But yeah. And like Mina shows up for like 2 seconds or like 2 panels and then she's gone. And you're like, okay, whatever. Fuck you. Like, thanks. All right. So in the pinned comments, there is a our list for our group. I don't know if you can join it, but we'll add reviews. We did Food Court last week. We did Free Rend way back in May, and then we can add more stuff as we go. We'll do probably Clevitas at the end of the season. We'll talk and do that.
Yeah, Clevitas is going strong, so yeah, I would. That's a solid pick.
I think that would be a good one for us to go. I don't know how to invite members, so you might just have to find the group through the pinned. So if you have Critics Less, go ahead and join our group, the Biggles Breakdown. So that is all I have. We have.
Do you want to have a mental breakdown with Biggles? Join the Biggles Breakdown.
Exactly, because I have a breakdown at least once a month. But okay, so do we want to talk about some of the other shows? I know Crimson said he didn't watch My Hero X.
Yeah, I have not watched
My Hero X
this
to
week.
be Hero X, whatever. It's starting to get to the point where I'm like, you don't make sense in your own universe. So you're getting annoying and I don't like you. And little Johnny's in it too much. He's too fucking annoying. He's worse than Gigi. I'd take Gigi over little Johnny any day of the week. I know at least Gigi will kind of get better, right? He's a lot better when he's Evil Eye, you know.
That's certainly a take.
Yeah, I like him a lot better when he's Evil Eye.
You like him better when he's taking over and trying to kill the rest of the family members?
Yes. Yes, I do. I like that. Come on.
Man, Biggles is such a wildly interesting person.
I loved in our chat after the second episode of Original Sin when he's just like, that's right.
Yeah,
B had it coming. I'm so happy she's dead.
Let's go. Fuck her.
Kill the full-on Alex Jones quote, kill the child, corrupt them all.
Yeah. What else? What didn't make sense though? Thought it was one of the best episodes since the beginning. What didn't make sense? All right. Well, you know how this whole thing is a trust system? Well, if they keep saying Queen keeps losing fights, why is her trust still high? And if Esau and Nice's trust ratings are going higher and higher, why is she able to do what she did so easily? Like, shouldn't her power be weakened because she's having less and less trust? They've been saying in all these other episodes, her trust is going down, blah, blah, blah. She's losing fights, blah, blah, blah. Well, she's still fucking able to do what she did in that episode like it was nothing. I knew little Johnny was going to be annoying. He's a Catboy. Fucking cats are dumb. We didn't make sense. To be Hero X, which honestly, outside of like the first 5 episodes, I haven't really given a shit about this show. Like a lot of the other characters are annoying as fuck. Wally is annoying as fuck. Little Johnny's annoying as fuck. Who else is annoying as fuck? The dad for Wally is annoying as fuck when he's on screen. He did have a funny part though, but he's annoying. I don't like a lot of these fucking characters, and I just want Ling Li back. Well, the rule power is pretty strong. Well, yeah. Well, she's got the same power as Stars and Stripes in My Hero, but still, she shouldn't be able to have as much power with her fucking trust factor down. Like, it should be weakened. you know. Um, but what's another anime that we've been watching?
Let me look at. So let's see. We talked about Sword of the
You can
Demon
probably
Hunter.
name it, and I am watching it. To be entirely
Oh,
honest,
Uh,
what is?
oh,
Oh,
what is Kenton? Oh, Kenton Rebirth or whatever.
Onmyo Kaiten.
Omeo Kaiten Rebirth. What do you think of that one? I think that one's getting pretty crazy with how the world is working.
The whole world whittle thing.
Yeah, how it's like it's a different. It's kind of like there's all these multiple universes going on at a time, and he can like go into each one now. It's really weird, but
I thought it was a cool twist, to be entirely honest, but like, it still feels like my impression of it has improved quite a bit, but I don't think like there are there are still certain things that have bothered me consistently all the way through, and that hasn't changed.
I like it. What about? Go ahead, little chat, if you've seen it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really
You haven't
watched
watched
them.
it. All right, no worries.
Yeah.
I haven't been talking any shit about Demon Slayer.
I was the one who talked shit about Demon Slayer,
Yeah,
where I said that I thought Sword of the Demon Hunter is getting a little lost in the shuffle because of Demon Slayer, even though I think that one is, in my opinion, a better story. And I know Crimson will tell you because it's not the shonen, it is going to be a better story. So that's, I mean, that's a given maybe, but it's still they're executing it very well. So
Shonens are just more simplistic by nature. It's not really like a bad thing or anything. It's just that's how they are.
and also I haven't said shit about One Piece because I don't watch it. Okay. All right. So what about New Saga?
I continue to enjoy it as a slightly above average show. It's got enough twistiness to the what they're doing. I don't agree with you that this girl is another one that he was banging in the future. I just think she was probably knee deep in running the government response to the demon invasion.
Well,
in his,
I didn't say it was another one he was banging. I said, did we just meet another girl that he could have been banging?
yeah,
Is he banging her too? Like, because he was like, "Wait, you're here too?" Like, it kind of gave off the thing. Was he another love interest? Were you banging her until you met the elf girl? Like,
I mean, I did like that. That he was like, oh, this is of course this is where she'd be because she was the ambassador at the time. So
Theron needs more love. These bitches don't or give the strongest swordsman his proper respects. And then he got caught by a trap. And he's like, "What about it? Do you have a sister?" And she's like, "Yeah, I have an older sister." And then he's like, "He's
Well, you wouldn't have
married."
saved me if I didn't lie.
Like, "You son of a bitch! How could you do this to Theron?" Uh,
Yeah. New Saga is kind of rough. Like, while there are parts of it that I enjoy, it's not exactly amazing.
mhm. I kind of just watch it when I have a nothing else to watch because I think it comes out on a day. Wait, no, is this one of the Friday ones, or is this like a? How do I tell?
I don't know if this is Thursday or Friday.
I mean, it's no scooped up by an S rank adventurer, but
I know.
what is?
Uh,
I have
Scooped
stopped
up by
watching that
every
show.
other adventure.
No, that was my sarcasm
That
comment.
was the joke, you know.
Yeah, because
I know.
you know
I'm
we
just saying, like,
I,
I don't watch that show. Fuck it. I'm done. I got sick of it.
it's like,
I
always-
are you an overpowered protagonist who has no idea about your skills? Were you kicked out of the hero's party because it was all girls except you?
Are you a healer?
Call 1-800 fuck their mom.
Can you can you heal injuries and enhance people? And do you want a harem of bitches at your service? Come, come on.
Well,
down.
it's so funny because there basically has been like 4 healer ones in the last like 2 seasons because we had or 3 seasons because we had or no, that was 4 seasons ago. We had healer with the blue haired girl, right? Which was probably the best out of all of them. And then we had A rank adventure that was good for like 12
I mean,
episodes and then sucked.
it's not the same concept, but Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic was probably the best healer anime out of that group.
Well, it's well, he doesn't get kicked from the. That's just
Yeah, he didn't get kicked
right.
back. Yeah, but it's funny because they switched it to like healers a couple seasons before that. It was Beast Tamers,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're switching to like the red mages and white mages. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I
The
mean,
support mages.
yeah, the
Yeah.
support mages.
Like, why are you gonna be dicks to your support characters, man? Like, why you gotta do that?
They just keep getting worse and worse and worse. Wrong way to use healing magic is probably my favorite isekai. I've already said this, but they had that healer one. The healer is actually the strongest. Then they had A rank adventurer, which was good for about 12 episodes, and then it shit the bed in the second core. And then
Here's
there was brilliant healer, which was just fucking retarded funny. And if you got rid of the first episode, it changes from like a 4 to a 6. Um,
I
and
wouldn't be that generous with it.
I think that first episode is an automatic -2. That's how bad it was. And then it goes to Scooped Up by an S rank adventurer, which is dog shit. Which they did do stuff. So you used Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. They stole something from Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, which probably took it from Full Metal Alchemist. But teacher throws you in the woods. You got to survive. Use your magic. But like Alphonse and Edward basically used more skills than like their like actual skills rather than transmuting stuff. So they were like fishing and hunting and making traps and all that stuff. Where these ones were like, yeah, I used my magic and I survived. So yeah, I'm good at this stuff. And it did it less interesting than all the other ones. So it's like, yeah, well, might as well use something else that someone else used. And I did a video, and one of the comments was like, if you don't like it, don't watch it. And I was like,
Congratulations, that was the point. That's exactly what happened.
yes, I literally said I'm stop watching it. Don't, and I was warning people that it sucks and not to watch it. Like I was
And
trying
speaking of things that have started to suck and I've stopped watching it, did anyone else pick up on Shield Hero and try the newer last few episodes? And I
yeah,
stopped after the fight with the lion. So
I
what's
rewatched them.
going on in
I-
Shield Hero?
I have not been watching that show, so
Well, I have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So they did the fight and it got kind of boring. And then there was the next fight, like from last week or whatever. And they fought. He transforms into an actual full-on white tiger. He fights the lion. The lion eats some of the other demi-humans, gets like into a giant octopus, kind of looks like a head tie fight. And then the tiger wins. Little sister jumps on and they crash into it, and they're like, "Oh, it's the white tiger riding skill." Blah blah blah. And then they're finally like, "Oh, we'll let you go on the ship." And so they're now getting on the ship, and they have to do some more fighting. And it's really nothing special. It's gotten gradually worse each season. And it went from really good season 1 to I'm only watching it because Mariana Knickerbocker's in it.
huh. I have not watched anything past season 1, and everyone that I talk to about it seems to say that it is not worth watching past season 1.
Yeah, well, you don't have to watch the other ones. I like some of the other seasons, but it's kind of after the fight they went to visit the White Tiger's home. Bit backstory on that, yeah, but it's kind of it was so cool and now it sucks. You know,
It was a genuinely good series at one point.
What happened to you, Shield Hero? You used to be cool. Now you're lame.
Now you're lame.
What happened is they finished. It was a really solid first season, and then the story momentum they just stopped. It just became a flounder.
Well, they stopped worrying about the waves, and now they're like, oh, you got to fight the 4 animals or whatever. Which in season 2 they're like, that's what the vector heroes have to fight. Or
Yeah, and then we added whole other groups of, like, we went from the cardinal heroes to the one girl has a fishing pole. Like,
Yeah.
or it's too much.
I saw a clip of a boat hero at one point. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
I don't know if there was a boat hero, but they were fighting on a boat.
You know what the 2 happiest days of a hero's life is?
The day he died.
The day he becomes a boat hero and the day he sells his boat hero status.
All right. We have hit the 2-hour mark. That is it, guys. We kind of sped run those. So we're going to give you the best clip ever. Goodbye.
Like hell we're gonna believe that. A goblin lord? My ass. You're just a damn goblin. Just a disgusting little goblin. And me, I'm the Goblin Slayer.